be ready.
Okay, and so mom and dad I have, is it Chelsea and Warren?
Yes.
Perfect, awesome. I'm Celia. So today she's going to be getting her 6-month shots. Any concerns with her health today? Any fever, illness, any allergies that you're aware of?
She just got sick for a little while there.
Okay, like a cold or?
Yeah, just a cold.
Yeah.
But she's fine. She's
She
over
looks
it.
great. Yeah, she looks red. Any concerns with her immune system at all?
No. When it gets hot, people tend to like throw up, right?
Yeah, sometimes you can get a little heat stroke for sure. That can happen.
Well, she just puked up her milk after feeding a couple times.
Was she out like a
It
lot?
was pretty hot.
Yeah, so that could be for sure. And it's just good to offer extra feeds if you can, and then just try to keep her cool. Cool cloths. She's dressed nicely, like that would keep her cool too. So that's good.
She's currently. She stopped breastfeeding.
Yeah.
That's normal, right?
Yeah, some babies. I mean, every baby's
And then
different,
just
right?
kind of stop producing.
Yes, yeah. And once she stops, then your body will slow down producing the milk.
Okay.
And so right now, is she getting iron fortified formula?
Concentrated.
Yeah, the concentrated stuff. You remember the brand?
Enfima.
Yeah, perfect. That's great. Yeah, so that'll have iron in it too, so that's good. And has she started some solid foods as well? Oh yeah. Yeah. Not bad.
Yes, she's definitely eating a lot of solid, different everything that we eat, and her baby food, and like dissolved in her mouth. Those ones.
Yeah.
We just don't know when we put her on like apple juice, but watered down.
Okay. Just because you like for
Just trying things
hydration.
out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and they generally just recommend no juice until they're a little bit older, just because it's hard in their teeth. It's just sugary.
Okay.
And so just plain water would be fine.
Okay, now we can give her water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
We don't want. She's still growing a lot, so we don't want to give her like tons of water, but just some water here and there is totally fine. Just because we don't want to fill her tummy up with something that has like no calories, but certainly water with like meals or whatever, just a bit here and there, totally okay. Definitely, yeah. And she'll still be getting most of her nutrition from the formula, and then sort of supplementing it with the solid foods and that sort of thing. But yeah, that's totally sounds like she's doing very well, so that's great. Any immunizations that we don't know about? Oh, a little bit of a shut up.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That was the last cleanup too.
Just pukes. She knows what's happening.
Yeah, you know. You're like, stay back. I puke. There you go, right?
You're like, oh god, black.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure the carpet's seen that before. Yeah. Okay, so any immunizations that we don't know about? Have all been done through us here?
It's all been done here, yeah.
Perfect. Any reactions to anything that she's had so far? She's been okay afterwards?
Cries for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's about
and
it.
that's it?
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Like
that's
5.
very impressive. Any blood transfusions, other blood products, convulsions or seizures? Does she have any stomach problems?
Yeah.
Does she take any medicine regularly?
No. Only thing we given her was Tylenol and Advil when she got sick.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. And if you do feel like she's getting heat stroke, sometimes babies will get a fever with that too, so Tylenol or Advil would be okay for that as well. It just sort of depends on the baby. Some babies will just puke and be fine after that, and then other babies might get a bit of a fever too. Yeah. And so today, she's at the 6-month appointment. We also offer the hepatitis A vaccine to any baby with any Aboriginal heritage. So she'd be eligible for that today if you're interested. I can go through it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, for sure. So today she's going to get her 6-in-1 vaccine. This is her last one of the 6-in-1. And that's just going to go into her thigh just like the other 2 times she's had it. Common reactions for that one: soreness, redness and swelling, fever, crankiness, restlessness, vomiting, diarrhea, persistent crying, or loss of appetite. Usually it's pretty mild, just lasts 1 to 2 days. Probably, if you haven't really seen anything, you hopefully won't see anything again, because it's nothing new today. That's just her 3rd dose of that. Any questions about that one?
No.
And then with the hepatitis A vaccine, this one is offered free to anyone with any Aboriginal heritage, and it's usually given in infancy at 6 and 18 months of age. However, it's available to anyone up to 18 years of age. So if you know anyone who would be interested, it's certainly available up until 18. This one protects against hepatitis A, which is a virus that attacks the liver, can cause liver cancer and liver damage. It's usually spread in contaminated food and water. So in town, you'll see things like recalls. Like last Christmas, there was a recall for pineapple that was sold at superstores. anymore because it was contaminated with hepatitis A. Okay. So we don't see it as often. It's also really good for travel too. Pretty much if you want to go anywhere warm like Mexico or anywhere like that, they'd recommend having it.
How about cold?
I feel like
the mountains.
I feel like less likely. It's usually I think it's something to do with how well it grows in warmer conditions, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, definitely for like some travel, definitely is a good one to have. She's already got the hepatitis B portion in the 6-in-1 vaccine, so this way she'll be covered against both of them, which is great for sure. And definitely, like I said, you still see some recalls from time to time, and like just in general, so it is good to have.
Is there any other, like any parents that decided not to get it?
I feel like I'd say most people get it. Yeah. I think some people get turned off because of the eligibility. Like people are like, well, why is it just people with Aboriginal heritage? And for that reason, people are just like, I don't want it. And I feel like it's too bad because it's actually just a really handy vaccine. And in some provinces, it's actually available to everybody. But for some reason, BC decided to just do it this way. So, like, I don't know why they do that, but I feel like it is a good vaccine to have. And it's just awesome that at least some people get to have it for free. You know, like everyone else might have to pay for it through a travel clinic, but it is handy to have. But yeah, I would say most people say no just because of that. And most people say yes in general. Yeah. With common reactions, it would also go into her leg today. You might see soreness, redness, and swelling, headache, fatigue, fever, and stomach upset. And again, it should be pretty mild, just lasting 1 to 2 days. And so she'd get her first dose today, and then her second dose at the 18-month appointment. And then she'd be up to date. She'd have both hepatitis A protection and hepatitis B protection, which both of those are good to have.
Sure, we'll get it.
Yeah, is that okay? I'll just get that ready, and then we'll do the shots. Did you want you to hang out for 15 minutes afterwards? Yeah, just to make sure she doesn't have an allergic reaction or anything like that. It's very rare, but we want you to be here if it happens.
Baby!
Yeah.
Do you know what's going on? She's like, yeah, you can look at all of that. Talk to her.
You're so cute. Are you a thinker? Yeah. Does she have some teeth?
No.
She must be getting some hay. She's got her.
I think so, yeah.
She's in there.
You look so innocent. You're so happy. But you know what's going to happen, hey?
Yeah, Rachel.
You look, see it in your face. You know what's going to happen.
Is she your first?
Yes.
You're a sweetheart. You're watching me pretty closely.
So this is against another strain of bacterial meningitis that actually affects older children, so adolescents and younger adults.
It's gonna happen soon.
You're watching me. I know, right? Do you know?
Oh, she's getting nervous.
I feel like you know. So if you want to have her sitting across your lap, yeah, perfect. And then if you can just kind of tuck this hand in, yeah, perfect.
It's gonna happen.
There you go. I'm gonna go right here.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
I'm gonna clean your leg first. We're gonna go clean, clean, clean. Okay, first one. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh, there it goes.
Last one. 1, 2, 3. All done, honey. All done. Oh, no, baby.
Oh, on that side.
Sorry, I was probably bad news, so she doesn't get you.
See? 10 seconds.
Amazing.
Good job.
Tough girl.
Yeah, good
I
job.
know, I'm still close to you. Mama. It was me. I know, it was. You knew.
And then the Hep A one?
She did them both.
The second one's the Hepe one. Yeah,
Oh.
they're all done. Yeah.
They're all done. Look at that. 10
You're
seconds.
so brave. So this is 25 after, so about 22 with the 15 minutes of that. I'll quickly go through her growth. I mean, she's growing so well. She looks great.
She's looking
I know, she's like, stay back. I know, you know. I'm sorry, I'll stay over here, okay? Yeah, look at those eyebrows. Did you see that? 50th to 85th percentile for her weight. Also for her height, you can see both of those are really nice, strong curves. Definitely no worries. She's growing so very well. And then head circumference, 50th to 85th percentile as well. And again, just really strong curves. Definitely no concerns at all. Her weight compared to her height, you can see she's between the 50th to 85th percentile. So pretty much average weight for how tall she is, maybe a little bit chunkier, and that's really consistent for her, and that's exactly what we want to see. We don't really care so much where they fall, as long as they maintain that curve. Obviously, we're all different shapes and sizes. I know, it was me. I'm sorry. She's like, stay back. Like, I know. So we have the little handout here talking about starting solid foods. It sounds like she's doing really well with them. We talked about the water versus juice thing. I know, it was so cute. And really the only thing to avoid is honey until a year of age, just because it's not pasteurized, so there's a risk of botulism.
I gave her like a little few drops.
I think I don't think it's a huge risk, but that's why. There's a small chance of botulism because it's not pasteurized, so they don't heat it up to kill all the bacteria. So there's a small risk. I don't think it happens very often, but I think they just try and do that just to be extra safe.
Okay.
So maybe just don't give any more honey. I'm sure she seems
I put a few
very
drops
good.
in her fruit with her,
Oh,
with her
yeah.
thing, just to get
Yeah.
a little.
I mean, you could check. I don't think any honey is pasteurized, but you can check and see. Maybe
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was. Yeah. And then around 9 months, you can start offering some of those dairy products. Closer to 12 months, we do recommend homo milk, so the full fat milk. They just need lots of fats in their diet for their brain development.
Okay.
So that's why they recommend that full fat milk up until about 2 years of age. And she's getting the formula, so that'll have the vitamin D in it. So that's great. And then you can also supplement if you want to, but she should be getting enough